a moment ago, I was telling you about the quality difference. For me to get the same volume, I've got to really drive it up, and as I drive the sensitivity of the pad, that doesn't sound nearly as good as it does. Check 1 2 1 2. Normally, check 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2. Check, check, check. See, it's not. It doesn't pick up all that other stuff. Now, this is not designed for me to talk into it. It's designed to be there. Now, notice how much different that is. And by the way, on these, you want them right at the side of your mouth, up against your skin, as close as possible. When they are sticking way out here, that's great for broadcast because they're not using speakers. When you have a microphone and it's out that way, you might as well have a lavalier because it's the reason these work so well. They put the microphone very close to the mouth, so the distance from the mouth to the element is much closer and it doesn't change. Like a lav if I move my head or whatever. And so it's designed to be up close. It also, if it's up close, it will pick up the low frequencies so it doesn't sound so hollow. So if I'm here, check, check, and I move it out here like this, I lose all that low end resonance that's part of my voice because your voice or sound is not one frequency. It's a lot of frequencies. And so that's the way a sound is created. So,
how to use the regular wireless microphone?
Do you have one?
Lots of time, I don't think
I'm having
we.
no problems with that.
Yeah, we always have a
Everybody's
problem.
like,
Yes.
You know why? Here's the why. This is what happens. Everybody does this.
You turn on, turn off.
You mute it.
I just muted it.
Yeah,
It comes on unmuted.
Every person, every time I've noticed this, you handed it to the next person, like you handed it to somebody,
Immediately
and they
touch it.
immediately, whoever's looking at it touches something.
Yeah. Yeah, the on-off, let
can
me
you
show
get
them
one
that.
that doesn't have any buttons on it?
No,
Is it
they're
weird?
bad well,
design.
Bad design.
No, except for the people who want to be able to turn it off and on. You will notice the red button is the on-off. Again, what has happened is, and you press and hold it for about 5 seconds, turns it on. Turns it off, you press and hold it, and it'll finally turn itself off after about 5 seconds.
Yeah.
So usually what's happening, and that's a good point, you turn it on as the tech person. So that when you hand it to them, it should be, check 1 2
Well, you're
2.
on.
5 or 6.
Check 1 2
I think
2.
this is
You're
five.
Are you muted?
No.
Labeled it right.
No.
No, I hear it. It's fine.
Check 1 2 2 2
Oh,
2.
just-
1 2 check.
Yeah.
Okay. So what happens is the button up here is for the mute, and that's all it's for. And it's really actually a better design than what they used to have. They had on off and all up here.
Like our old ones.
So, and this even gives you a yellow. Colors.
It's just muted.
Color yellow means caution. Stop. I wish it were red because red would tell you it's off. When it comes, the red one's on. But so the yellow means it's muted.
This is what every person.
Yeah.
This is the automatic thing.
Yeah,
The,
yes,
the, the
yes.
usher turns it on for them. They turn it off.
Why doesn't the usher turn it off then? On mute, so when they get it, they'll be turning it on.
Well, they have to leave it off for anyways, but you know,
I think a
It-
good
it's-
solution is just tape it. It's like don't touch, don't touch.
Here we go. I brought tape.
yeah, David, good.
Take the mute button.
I mean, that's what we did that with the other one. What did they do?
Take the
They
tape
took
off.
tape off.
I
No.
know. But I turn out to be almost want to tape it off because that's happened so many
Yeah.
times.
And how
So
we
it's
use
on.
it.
It's on.
But what we used to do in the days of
It's on,
switches
right?
on the mute buttons, we would
Wow,
take super
wow.
glue and glue them so they couldn't turn it on.
Sir, what is the layer mode versus the aux one? Because you explained that it changes faders.
It's the window that you're looking at. See, I'm looking at different things when I go to the multi. It changes the window.
Okay.
So-
But the faders are moving too.
Yes.
Right, because they're now controlling something else.
They're controlling something else.
Yeah, so that's the point of this. The point of this window is it shows you what you're actually controlling with the fader.
Okay.
So right now, if you're on channel, these faders are controlling the channels.
Okay.
If you
got
go
it.
to aux and group, these faders now affect the groups and auxiliaries and other things like that,
All right.
which we
And
don't.
see, that's why they give you the numbers across here. So when you're in that mode, you're looking at aux 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Okay.
Yeah, so for like, this is CCC, so if you
So
notice,
aux1 is
aux1 is off, because they don't want it, but they still need a send to the nursery, they need one to the baby room, and they need one to the, and one to,
Okay.
and one to your,
So this is
and one
the
and one to
aux
your
levels.
translation room.
Using that.
No,
No.
no, you're not.
Okay.
Um,
I'm just
Yeah,
gonna make
you,
sure
will-
the
you
left
will,
leg is
you will
the-
hit meter, just because you want to see this screen a lot of times. Because this screen is the hitting meter, and then you'll see this screen, because what it'll actually show is also, it'll flicker based on what's on.
Oh, yeah.
Now, what is the,
So this is actually,
Okay, feedback in front of the speaker, you know, okay. Check, what I was wanting to do is show you the signal levels coming in. You can actually, on the meter page, see what you're looking at. See the one I'm talking at?
it's right here.
It's that one up there, but that's all the different places it's going.
Yeah.
To the nursery, to the, that room
Is
there.
that, I'm betting that's, let's see, what's that set at? Is it minus 20?
So you can have the ability to send how loud it's going to each of those places?
Minus 20, yeah, check.
oh.
Yeah, so so there's stuff that we're not using, too. So this is group,
Oh, so this one,
these are groups, we aren't using them. You could set up, and I was playing with this, so you could set up, so you set, like, all the microphones go to one group, so that once you've balanced all the people singing, you can just bring, and you balance all the instruments to another group too, you can turn the instruments up or down as a mass, en masse, if you want to.
I think
But again, we're not doing that.
one important thing is I realize your setting for the ANC and CCC. If 1 week we didn't switch back into the CCC, I can see the screen is very good for me because I can see each channel,
Oh.
the input. But I don't know which button I need to push.
这个
Oh, 这个哈。
Yeah, just easy, one button.
Yeah,
Good.
it's meter,
Whether
it's
it's
meter,
CCC
meter,
or
and this
ANC.
button.
Because
It has
I
to
don't
be-
know
has to
which
be
one
this button and this button, okay?
Which
So
one?
This, no,
Meter?
So if you're here, you'll
Ah,
see
yeah,
this.
yeah, yeah.
So you have to hit meter, you have to hit meter fader.
Oh, we can also use the touch screen.
You can use touchscreen.
Yeah,
Or
we can also touch screen inside.
Yeah.
Meter?
No, somebody.
Meter?
Oh, it's just, oh, okay.
Okay.
Oh, channel, yeah, it's not channel, yeah, that's a meter. So I just need to touch the channel, then I can see which channel have the sound coming, right?
Yeah, so if you, on this situation here, this mirrors what you see here,
Okay.
but then the flickering tells you the signal is coming in.
Okay, that's
green- the
both
green.
of them. Otherwise, I go to the channel, only tell
Only
me the input.
Well, actually, no, this one is actually,
Yes.
no, this will also show you all of them.
Yeah, that's showing you inputs and
This is good,
outputs.
this is good too.
Yeah,
It
yeah.
depends
this
what
is
you
good.
like.
Yeah, this is what I like.
Okay, then,
Just
yeah,
when I-
channel.
You can see the input.
Is that, okay, if I've got to change from different presets or scenes, on the very last window, there's a setup window. And by the way, when you touch the screen, the key is you don't have to hit it hard, but you have to do it firmly. In other words, if you, unfortunately, this isn't an iPad. I've got iPhones and iPads, and they work differently than this is more of a mechanical touch. It's like the Androids were in the early days. So if you, no matter how, if you try to strike it like you do if you've got an iPhone, it doesn't work nearly as well as very gently. See, if you hit it and give it a second, see, it takes it a second to read that and then to translate it. So it's not going to be quite as quick as an iPad.
It's like when you check out at the grocery store and you swipe your card and you have to.
That is a good analogy. So down at the very end, there's a setup window, or it's set up, and, let's see.
No, you go to utility.
Utility, I'm sorry. Utility. I'm looking at it upside down. When you go to utility, then you've got 4 little windows over on the far right side. I want all of you to come up one at a time and go through it. But there is a load window. And when you hit the load button, it should bring up the menu of your 2 presets. And I think you've got a ANC, CCC, preaching, and worship group. I don't know.
I was playing with
Oh, you were playing with those, okay. So what you would do is you would highlight the one that you want to bring up, and then you press OK, and then it will,
And you have to press OK.
and then do okay. And it turns it green when you actually activate it, and then it says okay. It will always ask you okay. It doesn't do anything without you confirming the action. You will not hear things pop. If you notice, we just changed. The only time when you would hear something is if you have an open microphone that's turned up, that's hot. Then it would do what we did a minute ago when I flipped it on.